Chemicals and Chemical Changes, Class 7th, Chapter 4, First Part. Physical and Chemical Changes. Children, before we start the chapter Chemicals and Chemical Changes, first we discuss about physical and chemical changes. Physical changes are those in which change in the physical properties like size, color, texture, state, etc. get change. Such changes are physical. In physical changes, no new substance is formed. Chemical changes are those in which new substance is formed and in which the chemical composition or chemical nature of the substance changes. For example, melting of ice. When ice melts, it remains water. So it is physical change. Whereas when the paper is burnt, it changes into ash. So its chemical composition gets changed. So it is chemical change. Chemical change, this result in the formation of new product. For example, cooking of food. Cooking of food, this is a chemical change. Cutting of vegetable. Cutting of vegetable, this is physical change. Now come to the topic chemical substances. Chemical substances. Everything around us. Everything means your book, pen, pencil, chair, table, etc. Everything this is made up of matter. Everything is made up of matter. We are also a matter. All matter is made up of very small particles. Very small particles. For example, when you break a chalk, it breaks into small pieces, and when you press it further, it comes into the powder form, which contains many small particles. So these all particles are together make chalk, that is a matter. These particles are very small. They are so small that we can't see them with our naked eye. These particles are called atom. Atom means very small particles which cannot be seen by the naked eye are called atom. The word atom, this is derived from Greek word atomos, which means indivisible. So atoms are indivisible. Now the smallest particle of a substance that may or may not exist independently, this is called an atom. Children, this is the definition of an atom. Atom is the smallest particle of a substance that may or may not exist independently. Exist independently means it in nature it may or may not exist freely. Now, the smallest particle of a substance that is formed when two or more atoms combine together chemically, then it is called a molecule. Molecule means the atoms when they combine together chemically, then they also form a smallest particle of the substance. So this is called molecules. Molecules can exist independently, or we can say molecules are the smallest particle of a substance that has independent existence. Generally, chemical substances may be either pure or impure. Pure substances contain molecules of the same type, while impure substances contain molecules of different types. Elements and compound, these are pure substances, while the mixtures are impure substances. Children, what are elements, compound and mixture? We will discuss in the next slide. Elements. A pure substance that is made up of only one kind of atoms and cannot be broken into simpler substances. So this is called an element. Element means this is a pure substance and it is made up of only one kind of atoms and it cannot be broken into simpler substances. Aluminium, copper, iron, calcium, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, sulfur, and mercury. These are few examples of elements. Each element has its own distinct set of property. So atoms of an element have all properties of that element. For example, properties of oxygen atom are same as that of oxygen element. And there are 118 elements that are known to us till date, of which 92 elements are found occurring in nature. The most abundant element in the universe are hydrogen and helium. Hydrogen and helium, these are the most abundant element. Now children, about the real world, all elements are arranged in the form of a table, and this table is called periodic table. Periodic table in which the elements are arranged. The first periodic table, so this was successfully attempted by the Russian scientist Dmitry Mendeleev. Dmitry Mendeleev in 1869. UNESCO this has declared 2019 as the International Year of Periodic Table to commemorate the 150th anniversary of the establishment of the periodic table. So this fact for your information. Now the next topic is compounds. Compounds, a pure substance that is formed when two or more elements combine chemically in a fixed ratio. So this is called a compound. In a compound, pure substance, they are two or more than two. So they combine in a fixed ratio. Water, carbon dioxide, sodium chloride, that is also called common salt, iron sulfide, these are a few examples of compound. Now the properties of compounds are different from those of the elements of which it is formed. The best example, this is of water. Water is made up of two elements, hydrogen and oxygen, combined in a fixed ratio. Children, you know the formula of water, it is H2O. Both hydrogen and oxygen are gases, while water, it is a liquid. The state of the compound and the element is also different. Elements are gases and the compound is liquid. Hydrogen is a combustible, a substance that burns, and oxygen, this is a supporter of combustion, means burning of substance take place in the presence of oxygen. Whereas water, this is neither combustible nor a supporter of combustion. Thus, the properties of water are different from its constituent elements. Components of a compound cannot be separated by simple physical method. Simple physical methods not able to separate component of a compound. They can be separated only by chemical methods. Mixtures, an impure substance formed when two or more substances are physically mixed together in any ratio. This is called a mixture. Children, it means mixture. This is an impure substance and it is formed when two or more substances, these are mixed together in any ratio. Sugar solution, salt solution and air. These are the few examples of mixture. The properties of a mixture, these are not different from its constituent component. It means the mixture contain the component, they have the same property as they have. For example, in a mixture of sugar and water, properties of both sugar and water are retained. Means sugar has its property, that is sweetness, and water, this has its own property, that is it is liquid. So the properties of constituents are retained. Various components of the mixture can be easily separated by simple physical method. By simple physical method like hand picking, evaporation, etc.